So we see gas pressure. For this we see this example, how the gas exert the pressure on the surface. See, if a balloon is inflated by filling air by mouth. If we see this example, this balloon get inflated. Inflated means we blow the air inside this balloon by our mouth. Okay, we blow the air inside this balloon. Here what happen? It inflates. Inflates means it get increase its size from the all side. That okay. In that way, this balloon get inflated. Inflated means the size of balloon gets increased due to we blow the air inside it. So from all the sides, this balloon get inflated. Then in next step, if a pinhole is created in the balloon, this inflated balloon will get a pinhole. Okay, by this way, if we pin a hole inside this balloon, then what happen? In that way, air leaks out and the balloon does not inflate fully. So because of this hole, the air which is blow inside the balloon, it get leaks out from this balloon, and after hole the air get thrown out from this hole, then what happen? This balloon does not inflate fully. Okay, like this balloon will get this type of shape. If a pinhole is created in the balloon, air leaks out from the balloon and the balloon does not inflate fully. Means if we see in the next image, the balloon is like this shape. Okay, but after leaking of the air, this will become shape of this balloon is like this. Okay, so here due to leakage of air, what happened? Balloon does not inflate fully. So from this we can realize that like a liquid means as that of a liquid, also gas exerts pressure on the wall of the container in which it is enclosed. Okay, so here the liquid and gas shows some similar properties related to the pressure. As like a liquid, gas also exerts the pressure. If we blow air inside the balloon, that what happen? This air particle also spread all in the direction, and due to this what happen? The air which is pass out inside this balloon, this exerts a pressure from all the sides which are present inside that balloon. So here you can say that gas also exerts pressure on the wall of the container in which it is enclosed. If we see, the gas is enclosed in the balloon. Okay, in that example, the gas is enclosed in the balloon. So here what happened? The gas which is enclosed in the balloon, it exerts pressure on the all surface of that balloon, all the sides of that balloon, pressure get exerted, okay, by the gas. So it is similar as like that of a liquid. So all the gases and liquids have common name fluid. So due to this property we can say that that is the objects which can flow. So air also flow and liquid also flow. So due to this we can say that all the gases and liquids have common name, that is a fluid. Okay, because it exerts same pressure on the all sides in which they are enclosed. Okay, all the sides of the container in which they are enclosed. Here we see the example of balloon. Inside the balloon, the gas exerts pressure on the all sides of the balloon. Okay, and we say that these are the fluids, that is the gas and liquids are the fluid. So fluid in a container exerts pressure from within on the walls and the bottom of the container. So here in which direction fluids exerts pressure? So here if we take the fluid in this bowl, then what happened? This bowl uh, up to this mark fluid is present. Okay, so fluid exerts pressure on the all direction, that is towards the bottom and also on the walls of this container. All that side the pressure get exerted by this fluid. Okay, this is the fluid which is present inside this bowl, and this fluid exerts pressure on the all sides of this container, that is from at the bottom also and at the side of the container. So in that way we see the fluids exerts pressure from within on the walls. Within means from that direction, from the center of this fluid, from this to the direction of the container, walls of the container. So in that direction fluid exerts pressure. So here we see, if we take the fluid enclosed in a container, it exerts its pressure equally in all direction at a point within the fluid. So here if we see the example, if we enclose a fluid inside the bottle, if this is the bottle, okay, and inside it we fill the fluid, that is either it is a liquid or a gas. So the liquid or fluid which is present inside this bottle, it exerts the pressure on the all sides of that container, okay, left right, sorry, left right, above, below, this corner. So in that way you can say that the pressures equally in the all direction at point within the fluid. Means again I explain, a fluid enclosed in a container exerts, this is a fluid, it is enclosed in this container, and here what happen, in this container the pressure exerted by the fluid in the all direction, but the magnitude is also same. Means all the direction it exerts same magnitude of pressure, okay, on the all the sides of the container. So here we can say that the liquid or the fluid which is enclosed in a closed bottle or closed container, it exerts pressure equally in the all direction at a point within the fluid. At a point means if we start this point, from this point it exerts the same magnitude of pressure on the all sides of the fluids, all the sides on the container, okay. So here we see the next concept, that is the atmospheric pressure. So what is the atmospheric pressure? For this we see some activities, sorry, some information. So see, air surrounds the earth from all sides. If we see, this is our earth, okay, and this air is surround. We also study the layer of the earth, okay, atmospheric layers in the last standard, that is 6th and 7th, okay. So in standard we also see the atmospheric layer, that is our earth is surrounded by the earth from all sides, okay, from the all sides earth is have an atmosphere. This layer of air is called atmosphere. Means this layers, that is this one, all this layer, first two three, that is stratosphere, mesosphere, okay. Also we study about the layers of this sphere. So all these layers of the air is called atmosphere, okay. Again I explain what is the atmosphere. Air surrounds the earth from all sides. This layer of air is called atmosphere. So here we see the in which or how much length up to which height the atmosphere exists. So if we see the height from our earth surface, okay, this height is calculated from our earth surface. In that way the atmosphere exists about 60 kilometer height, that is this height is calculated from the surface of the earth. So how much have the long distance the atmosphere is spread, that is the 60 kilometer, okay. So up to the 60 kilometer the atmosphere is present around our earth. And rarely means if we further go above the away from our earth surface, then this atmosphere also extend or also have shows the atmospheric layer up to the which height, up to the 400 kilometer, okay. But from this 16 kilometer, if we see this image, okay, this is the dense part of the atmosphere. Means in this part the gas particles or density of the air is high, but when we go away from this height up to the 400 kilometer, the density of the air or atmosphere get decreased, or it is very dilute form. Air is in the very dilute form. Dilute form means it contains very small quantity of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide or other air particles. So quantity of this air particle get decreased when we go away from the earth surface. So due to this we can say that from the height 60 kilometer towards the upward 400 kilometer, the atmospheric layer become dilute form, okay. So here we see what is the atmosphere and how this layer are present around our earth. So here the pressure created due to the air is called atmospheric pressure. So here you should know about the definition of atmospheric pressure. What is the atmospheric pressure? So here what happened? This atmosphere, that is the atmosphere which contains air particle, okay, so air which is present in that atmosphere, this air particle exerts pressure. This pressure is called atmospheric pressure, okay. All the sides of the earth, the air exerts pressure on it, okay. If you see this diagram, the pressure created due to air is called atmospheric pressure. First we have to know layer of the atmosphere, and we know our earth is surrounded by this atmosphere, that is the layer of the earth, and all the part of this air or all the layer of this atmosphere which contains air or the gaseous particles, all these particles exert the pressure on the earth's surface from all direction, okay, from the all direction. So here you can say that the pressure exerted by the atmosphere, okay, the pressure exerted by the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure, okay. So here we see what is the atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure. So here we imagine that a very long hollow cylinder of a unit cross sectional area. So here you see the activity. By this activity we can see the how the atmosphere become a dilute when we go away from the earth's surface. So by this activity we can see. So here you imagine a very long hollow cylinder. It is a long hollow cylinder. It is extended from earth's surface to the towards the atmospheric layer, okay. So here this we imagine such type of long hollow cylinder having unit cross sectional area, means the area of this cylinder is the unit, we take the unit area, okay, that is 1 unit cross sectional area. What is the area? It is the 1. So by taking such type of imaging, such type of hollow cylinder we kept, or it kept is a standing on the surface of the earth. We kept such type of cylinder on our earth surface in that direction, okay, and it contains here, if we kept this cylinder and imagine it contains the air particle, okay, here we see the height of this cylinder like that, and we kept such cylinder on the earth surface, and inside this hollow cylinder it contains air particle, okay, or it contains air. So weight of this air is the force applied in the direction of the center of the earth. So here what is the weight of this air which is present inside the cylinder? So here how we calculate the weight? This weight is nothing but the force applied by the earth's surface, okay. Here what happen, how we calculate the weight for this air? So this air, this weight is nothing but the force which is applied in the direction of the center of the earth. So here what happen, on this air particles which is present inside the cylinder, the force is applied in which direction? In the direction of the center of the earth, okay. See here it contains the air particle, and here what happened, all the air particles apply the force on the earth's surface, okay, in that direction. Here in that direction all the air particles exerts pressure, or sorry, exerts force, and this force is nothing but we call it is the weight of that air, okay. So if there is a more weight is exerted or force exerted on the earth surface, that is the more weight will be applied in the form of force on the earth surface. So here from that imagination you can say that how the pressure is applied on the earth surface or the objects which are present on the earth, that is pressure exerted by the atmosphere. So if we imagine such type of cylinder which is having a unit cross sectional area and it contains the air particles inside it. So here what happened, this weight of this air particles, if we see this yellow color part, that is if we see this yellow color part, okay, if we see this yellow color part, that is imagine these are the air particles, okay. So it have certain types of weight. Okay, it imagine it have a certain weight. Then this weight of this air is nothing but the force. Due to this air particles, it apply the force in which direction? In the direction of the earth's surface. Okay, that is the on the center of the earth. Here these air particles exerts force on the center of the earth. So from this we can say that this means that atmospheric pressure means here, I again explain the weight, that is the force of this air particles. Okay, this weight is nothing but the force exerted or applied by this gaseous particle on the center of the earth's surface, and this force is nothing but the pressure. Okay, so this means that is the atmospheric pressure. So with these images we can explain how the atmospheric pressure is exerted on an objects which are present in the air. Okay, so here we see the atmospheric pressure. What is the atmospheric pressure? So it is the ratio of the weight divided by the area of the surface area. Area of the surface means how much weight is exerted or how much weight will be present inside that cross sectional area of the cylinder. And here how can we calculate? This means that atmospheric pressure is the ratio. Means here we define, again we define the what is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is nothing but the ratio of this weight. Here we have to take the ratio for which quantity, that is the weight and the surface area. So it is the ratio of this weight divided by the area of the surface. So here we can take here we can see the air pressure at the sea level. So at the sea level, how much air pressure is exerted? It is the 1 atmospheric pressure. If we see this image, it is the sea level area. Okay, it is the sea level, and above this these are the gases particle or atmospheric particle. Okay, that is the air. Whole these parts are the air, and this exerts how much pressure on this sea level? That is the 1. So here you can say that at the sea level how much pressure is exerted by the air? That is the 1 atmospheric pressure. So here we see the air pressure at the sea level is called 1 atmospheric pressure. Okay, by this experiment we can calculate how much pressure is created by the atmosphere on the sea level. It is nothing but the 1 atmospheric pressure. So air pressure decreases as one goes up in the height from the sea level. If we go away from the sea level, what happen? In the last image we see how much amount for the atmospheric pressure at the sea level. At the sea level it is the 1 atmosphere. Okay, in short here we write down 1 atmosphere. But when we go away from the sea level, that is we go upward in the higher height up to the direction like this. So in that direction this atmospheric pressure get reduced. That is there is a very less amount of atmospheric pressure. So if we see the relation between the height from the sea level and with the pressure, what happen? Air pressure decreases as one goes up in the height from the sea level. So here if we calculate the relation between Pascal and 1 atmosphere, so here see 1 atmosphere is equal to how much Pascal? 101 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal, and it is equal to 1 bar. Okay, we know 1 bar is equal to 101 10 raised to 3 Pascal, and here again we can write down 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 3 m bar, and 1 m bar is equal to 10 raised to 2 Pascal, that is the hectopascal. It is called hectopascal, means it is a large unit for calculating the atmospheric pressure. So 1 atmosphere contain how much how much pressure? That is 101 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal, and we know the relation between 1 bar is equal to 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Okay, but for atmosphere 1 bar is equal to 101 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal, and 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 3 m bar, and 1 m bar is equal to 10 raised to 2 Pascal hecto. It is also known as hectopascal. Okay, 1 m bar is also called hectopascal. So here you should remember all these units. Okay, for the conversion or for the 1 mark question you should remember these units. Then we see the how atmospheric pressure is specified in the units m bar or hectopascal. Means here these are the another units. By using these units we can calculate the atmospheric pressure on any objects. Okay, these are the m bar, or also we call it is the hectopascal. Okay, m bar is also called hectopascal, that is hpa. M bar, that is hectopascal. We write down small letter for this hpa. The atmospheric pressure is at a point in air is equal to from all sides. Means here if we calculate the magnitude for the atmosphere, means whole the earth surface from the all sides equal amount of atmospheric pressure is exerted on the earth surface. Okay, means from the all sides of the earth it have the same amount of atmospheric pressure. So how is this pressure created if air exists in a closed container? Means if we see this pressure, but this is the air is surrounded by our earth, but when we close the air in the close, when we take the air in a closed container, then in which way this air get exerted pressure on its container. So this concept we see here. How is the pressure created if air is exist in a closed container? So what happen, the air molecules in a random motion continuously hit the walls of the container, and due to this what happen, in this interaction force is exerted on the walls of the container and pressure is created due to this force. So in that way, see here, this air molecules is present inside that, and these are continuously in motion, because we know air particles are not remain as it is in a one place. These are in a continuous motion. So due to this motion what happen, these particles get collide with the walls. Collide means it get falls on the walls of the container as like this, and due to this interaction between the wall of the container and the molecules of the air, then what happen, it exerts pressure on the, it exerts pressure is created due to this force. Okay, so in that way the air which is closed in a container, in that way it exerts a force on that wall, and due to which pressure is created on the surface. Okay, so here we see what is the atmospheric pressure and their units. So remaining part will be continue in our next lecture. Okay, so today we stop here. Have a good day. Bye.